crazy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Dolphins and the Commanders next on Madden NFL 24.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they're halfway home, looking good at a... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Come on. Set. Unlock line. Set.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bates, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escobar with it over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll look to throw. And Escobar has it left side. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. Bates, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Deron Payne in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at the 43. It'll go as a 40. Three-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up the middle they go. It's Bates. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards.
It's a gain of 63 yards.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit from the left hash. A chip shot here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Miami's offense set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Miami.
19 right.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it. It's Escobar. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Down to the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 8. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So we have reached halftime here, and what?
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarter?
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Brings up second and 20 at the 48-yard line.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Now 3rd down and very long.
Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one, I'm just getting it out of here.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
Unlock line. Check, Panther. Check, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bates, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Commander defense able to hold. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. On first down, Bates. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Hey, check that. No, bring it. Check, unlock line. Check, Panther.
They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Washington offense set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw.
Complete. It's Dotson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Rig. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. He's got it at the 15.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Come on.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hurt. Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will go out of bounds. And they're still short of the line to gain. So this is going to be a turnover on downs here. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Under pressure, they got him again.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the